Hi, Adrienne Marks here. Thanks for tuning in. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how the market's doing, so it's prompted me to get back into the habit of doing some market updates from time to time. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about what's going on nationwide in Orange County and also a bit in San Clemente. So here we go. Let's get started. If you're watching this market update, you're most likely one of the fortunate residents of our beautiful Southern California county of Orange. Now, our area has pretty much mirrored what we're seeing going on at a national level. This slide here shows you as far back as 2011 how high the inventory levels were and what they are today. So we've seen them come down dramatically and really maintain under a 5-month inventory level for quite some time now. Now let's take a peek at what's going on here in Orange County. The blue line represents the county situation. So again, we're going back to 2011 and look at that inventory. We had over 10 months supply of inventory, and now today at a county level we're at 2 months of inventory. That is incredibly low. Look at San Clemente, that's the red line. So starting at 8 months of inventory, and now we're down to about 3. Actually, we're closer to 4. This graph is kind of cutting things off a little bit, but we're still incredibly low. Now let's see why that's important. If you look at this next slide, it tells you what the months of inventory mean. So if there's less than 6 months of inventory, that means we're in a seller's market and we're going to see home appreciation, which we have experienced for the last several years. Between 6 and 7 months, that's considered a normal market, a balanced market, and you only typically will see home appreciation rise with inflation. Greater than 7 months, that is a buyer's market, and that's when home prices will depreciate. So if we look back to 2010, 2011, home prices tanked, but now they're starting to make a comeback. And this graph clearly shows how prices have increased since 2011 when inventory was much higher and where it's at today with inventory low. So you can see the gradual increase over the years of the prices going up. So again, that goes back to being a seller's market and seeing homes appreciate because the demand is very strong and there's not enough houses to satisfy the demand. So yes, prices are going up, but don't worry. We're not going up at crazy rates where we're going to see another bubble. Look at this next slide, and it shows where we are, particularly look at California. It shows where prices are since June 2006 at the peak of the bubble. And we're still down 16% from what the prices were at that point. So now we have been seeing some double-digit increases year over year, and California is a popular state, and we're going to continue to see stronger increases in home values here than some of the other states, but we've seen a definite tapering in how big these increases are. These home price increases have really had a positive effect on the housing market. You know, there was a long period where people were losing their homes to foreclosure or short sales, and we're seeing less and less of that now. As a matter of fact, we were at about 35% distress sales, and now we're between 3 and 5% here in Orange County. So it's dropped dramatically as far as those distress type sales. And what's interesting is that there's 23% of the population nationwide who believe that they're in negative equity. And the actuality is that there's only 8% of homeowners that are still in negative equity, and that's according to Fannie Mae and CoreLogic. The fact of the matter is there's a significant amount of people who have a lot of equity in their homes and don't even know it. So 37% of people believe that they have more than 20% equity, but there's actually 74% of homeowners who do have more than 20% equity. So what does that mean? Maybe you've been holding off selling your home because you thought
you would have to do a short sale or that you didn't have any equity in your house. Or maybe you've been wanting to do a remodel and need to pull funds out. You just might have the equity there and not know it. So you might be wondering, well, how do I find out? How do I know if I have equity or not? I really would like to know because I might want to do that home improvement project, or I might be wanting to buy a new house and didn't think I had the ability to do it. So it's very simple. At the end of this video, you'll see a link that you can follow, and all you have to do is plug in your information, and within the next business day, you will have a report about your home emailed directly to your inbox. So that's simple. That's how you can find out. So we're still in Q1 of 2016, and as I mentioned, inventory is so low. There's just not enough properties for the buyers that are out there who want to buy. So what we're going to see, that here we are halfway through February, we've got March, and come April, that's when people that are selling come back on the market. So if you're thinking that you might want to sell in the near future, you might want to speed it up just a bit, because come April, you're going to have a lot more competition of other homeowners that are putting their homes on the market. And right now, there's slim pickings, so you have a better chance of getting a higher price for your home and of it selling quickly. So don't wait. So in summary, we have at a national level and a local level extremely low inventories. As a result, we're continuing to see these home price increases, which is great for homeowners who have equity and didn't know that they had equity and might be able to make that move. Now you might also be thinking, well, maybe I'll wait because I can get more equity as prices go up. Just remember, if you're thinking of making a move, the house that you're going to buy, that price is going up too. So something to keep in mind in the back of your head. Thank you again for tuning in. We believe that every family should feel confident when buying and selling a home, and that's why we provide these updates to share with you what's going on in the real estate market. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out, phone, email, whatever's easier. We'd be happy to hear from you and serve you. Take care.